Good morning, class. Today we are going to learn electric flux. Before learning and before going to start electric flux, we have to learn about area vector. Okay, we should clear our concept about area vector. So, what is area vector? So, let us consider an area. This is an area. Okay. Now, area vector is that vector which is actually perpendicular to the plane of the area. Okay. So this is plane of the area. Now you draw a perpendicular. This perpendicular is perpendicular to the plane of the area. This is called area vector. Okay. Area vector. And the direction of this vector is given by n cap. This n cap is actually the direction of the area vector, and this n cap is always perpendicular to the surface of the plane. Okay, plane of the area. Okay, so this is the concept of area vector. Now we will use this concept to find or to define what is electric flux or study electric flux. Okay, while studying electric flux, first we will consider an area, okay, or a surface inside a uniform electric field. Okay, then we will find what is electric flux. Okay. Now, see, when a surface is placed inside a uniform electric field, then number of electric field lines crossing the surface normally is called electric flux. Okay, the symbol is phi and capital Phi. Now, let us consider first uniform electric field. Okay, let us draw uniform electric field. Okay, this is uniform electric field. Now let us consider a surface inside this electric field. Okay, this is a surface inside this electric field. Now let us consider a small area element. Okay, say for example this area element. Okay. Now, what is the area? Where is the area vector? Area vector is always perpendicular to this small area. Okay, plane of this small area element. Okay. So, say for example, this is area vector. This is area vector. So, we will indicate this area vector as ds vector. Okay, or we can ds vector, no problem. Okay, now we can also indicate an electric field line which is passing through this small area. This is the electric field line passing through this area, and this is the angle theta. But now see, this electric field line is not passing normal to this area, because if this is normal, then this vector and this vector should be parallel to each other. Okay, clear? Because this vector is perpendicular to the surface of the area, and according to the definition of electric flux, it states that electric field lines which are passing normally through the area, okay, through the plane of the area, normally is to the electric field line should be perpendicular to the surface. If we draw perpendicular, then this is the perpendicular, then electric field lines will also go in this direction. Okay, but now see, in this case we have randomly considered the orientation of this surface which is not normal to the whose plane is not normal to the electric field. Okay, means direction of the electric field lines. Now we have to find the component of electric field which is normal to the surface, that is small surface which we have considered. Okay, means we have to find the component of electric field which is normal to the surface element. Got it? Okay. So we have, if you draw this as this, okay. Now this is electric field and this is theta. Okay. Now which component of electric field is normal to this? Or you can draw it like this. Okay. Now see, this is electric field, this is theta. Okay. And this is base. According to this vector, this is theta, this is perpendicular. Okay. And this is base, this is perpendicular, and this is hypotenuse. And hypotenuse is actually electric field vector. Okay. Now see which component of electric field vector is parallel to ds, means perpendicular to this area vector. The vector which will be parallel to ds means it is perpendicular to area vector. Okay. Now see, if this is E vector, this is theta, this is base, this is perpendicular. Now see, base is actually perpendicular to this area. Okay. So how you will find the base according to this vector? If this is theta, then we have to use cos theta. Okay. Cos theta means base by hypotenuse. So cos theta is equal to base. What is base? What is base? Say for example, this is base AB. So AB divided by hypotenuse E vector. Okay, clear? Now we can write E vector into cos theta is equal to, that is, this is base, is equal to base, and this base is perpendicular to plane of the surface, perpendicular to plane of the surface. Okay. Now mathematically, flux, if we are finding flux with small surface, then we have to use d phi. D phi is equal to, according to its definition and the mathematical formula of this mathematical equation of this flux is equal to E N ds. Okay. And this flux is always a scalar quantity. Okay. Now see, what is En? Where En is equal to fill line perpendicular to the surface. Okay, the fill line is perpendicular to the surface. Okay. Now, En is the electric field component which is perpendicular, or we can say which is normal to the surface. Now, which component is normal to the surface? This E cos theta. Okay, that is, this component is normal to the surface. Okay. So what is the value of this component? Base. Base का value क्या है? देखो यहाँ पे E cos theta. So we can write in this En E cos theta ds. Clear? So this is the value of d phi. Now cos theta, we will rearrange E ds cos theta. Okay, now this is in the form of dot product of two vectors. So we can write d phi is equal to E dot ds. Dot product of two vectors is a scalar. Okay. So this is the value of electric flux. Okay. Now if you want to find the flux through this total surface, then what you have to do, you have to integrate the previous formula. Okay, flux due to small element, that is total flux phi. Okay, phi is equal to integration, that is surface integration of which part? That is d phi. d phi का surface integration करना है, तब हम लोगों को flux मिल जाएगा वो पूरा surface का थ्रू. ठीक है, पूरा surface का flux मिल जाएगा. So phi is equal to surface integration E dot ds. Okay, this is the formula. Got it? This is the formula to find electric flux. Okay. Now see, here is one term theta. Theta is the angle between ds and E vector. Okay. Theta is equal to angle between ds vector and electric field vector. Okay. Theta is the angle between ds vector and electric field vector. Got it? Now, if the surface is a closed surface, then how you will find and what is the formula of electric flux? If the surface is closed surface, this is for open surface. Okay, for open surface. This is for open surface. Now, if the surface is closed, then how you will find? You have to use this capital phi is equal to surface integral, but this is closed, so we will write closed surface integral of E dot ds. Clear? This is for closed surface. Closed surface. Okay. So this is about electric flux. Okay. Now we will study Gauss law. Okay. Our next topic is Gauss law. Now see, case 1, we will discuss some cases. Okay. Case 1, if surface plane is perpendicular to electric field, then what is the flux? Say for example, this is electric field and the surface plane is perpendicular to the electric field. Means this is, say for example, this is area vector or surface vector. This surface vector, if the surface is perpendicular, see, this is electric field and this is surface. This surface is perpendicular to the direction of electric field. So the ds is parallel to E vector. This is E vector. Okay. So in this case, ds is parallel to E vector. Now use the formula. We have d phi is equal to d E dot ds. That is equal to E ds cos theta. Okay. Now what is the value of E ds cos theta's value? Means if ds is parallel to es, means cos theta is equal to 0 degree. Cos 0 degree is equal to cos 0 degree is equal to 1. That is E dot ds. That is the flux is maximum or phi is equal to E s maximum. Okay, got it? Now next, now see, if surface plane is parallel to E vector, means we will draw electric field, that is uniform electric field, and we will consider a surface such that the surface plane is parallel to the direction of electric field, which is this way. Okay, and the surface vector, that is the area vector ds, is perpendicular to the direction of electric field. Okay, now see, in this case, area vector is perpendicular to electric field. That is, it is 90 degree, making angle 90 degree. That is theta is equal to 90 degree. Now if theta is equal to 90 degree, then what is the flux? Flux is equal to E ds cos theta. What is the value of theta? E ds cos 90 degree. What is the value of cos 90 degree? 0. So d phi is equal to 0. Okay. Then no zero electric field line will pass through the area vector. This means phi is not equal to 0 and phi is equal to 0 in this case. Okay, got it? Now next topic we will learn Gauss law.